When you're just getting started with video, it's super common to think that editing is only about cutting out your flubs. You mess up a sentence, you snip it out, and you think everything will be fine. But honestly, that approach usually makes the mistakes stand out even more. You cut out a little pause, suddenly the frame jumps, the person on screen snaps into a new mouth movement. Now the edit looks choppy and amateur, and you'll watch it back and be like, ugh, I can't believe I messed up. And it gets way harder to feel confident about making another video. Sound familiar? I've been there, and I want you to know, you do not need to nail your whole video in one take. In fact, you can mess up as many times as you want. The real skill is learning how to stitch multiple takes into one smooth, professional-looking piece. And the good news is, it's way more doable than you think. In this video, I'm sharing the exact strategies I use to hide jump cuts and make multi-take videos look seamless, plus how to make your long content work harder for you using a smarter workflow. I'm not here to sell you a miracle. I'm here to give you real, usable techniques you can use today. If you like this kind of practical stuff, hit subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss my weekly breakdowns and tools that actually help creators get visible without burning out. First, a quick note. If you've ever used two cameras, you already know it's easier to hide cuts. Flip to the other angle, flip back, and the cut is invisible. But most creators shoot with one camera or even a phone, and that's what I'll focus on. How to hide multiple takes with a single camera and still come out looking polished. Tip 1. Crop in and out. This is a tiny trick with big payoff. When you crop in slightly on one clip and then crop back out on the next, your audience's eye gets a subtle shift and the jump cut feels intentional, not jarring. You've probably seen creators do that. They'll tighten the frame a bit on one line, then relax back. It feels dynamic, intentional, and most importantly, hides those tiny mouth position jumps between takes. Now, doing that manually takes time. There are tools that will scan your footage and trim dead air automatically. That saves hours. But the problem with tools that simply remove silence is they can create a forest of jump cuts that still need extra work to smooth out. That's where smarter editing tools come in. Instead of just chopping silence, a smarter tool analyzes your long-form footage, finds the most engaging moments, and creates ready-to-post clips. It's like handing your long, raw file to an assistant who knows which bits are worth keeping and how to stitch them into something that flows. You still keep control. You can tweak the cuts and the crop, but the smart tool takes the heavy lifting out of identifying highlights and packaging them. Tip 2. Use B-roll strategically. B-roll is not just filler. It's an editor's secret weapon to cover mistakes, change pace, and add visual interest. Imagine you're explaining the lights you use on your set. While you say, I use these LED panels, cut to a quick shot of the panels, then come back to your talking head. That B-roll is covering the edit, and the viewer never knows you stopped mid-sentence. You can shoot B-roll yourself. Even a handful of close-ups and detail shots will do wonders. Or use high-quality stock footage. High-quality footage elevates production value, but it's a separate step that requires you to download and import clips into your editor. That extra step is fine, but if you want fewer moving parts, you'll appreciate how a smart tool can simplify the workflow. It picks the moments that perform well and helps you pair them with visual overlays and short cutaways, which makes it easier to repurpose a long video into multiple short clips without manual searching. So if you're trying to save time, or you're planning to spin one long video into a week's worth of shorts, combine B-rolls with smart auto-editing to get pro-level results fast. Tip 3. Use full-screen graphics as transitions. Think of graphics like a curtain you can drop between one chunk of your script and the next. If you nail your intro in 2 or 3 takes, don't stress about a small cut mid-sentence. Instead, put a full-screen card between the intro and the next segment. It gives you clean separation and lets you approach each section in bite-sized chunks. That's also a great way to make your video feel more cinematic. You can buy a pre-made transition pack, make simple cards in a design app, or use templates. The key is to plan your script so you intentionally create those breaks. Record your hook until you're happy, then pop in a graphic, and then record the next section. This keeps your flow and reduces the pressure to do a single flawless take. Also, templates and motion packs let you keep consistent branding across videos, which is a small detail that helps your channel look cohesive and professional. Now, before you roll your eyes at another tool recommendation, hear me out. I don't want you buried in a dozen subscriptions and a 17-step workflow. There's a smarter path. Use a combo of simpler production habits and AI-assisted tools to make the whole process faster and less stressful. That's where a smart tool becomes really helpful in a practical sense. Instead of just being another clip cutter, its features that actually matter for creators are auto-editing viral clips from long videos, auto-scheduling those clips across socials, and a built-in content calendar so you manage everything in one place. That means you can record a long video, let the tool find the best moments and create short clips, and then schedule those clips to post across platforms without rebuilding each post manually. It's a huge time saver, especially if you want to turn one piece of content into consistent daily posts. A quick comparison. Tools that remove silence are great if you love hands-on editing and want precise control. Other tools give you gorgeous B-roll but are essentially just a library you still need to manage. The smart tool, on the other hand, is built for creators who want to scale. Automatic clip selection that actually understands engagement, integrated scheduling that posts for you, and a calendar that keeps everything organized. That doesn't mean it replaces everything. I still use other assets when I need a certain look. But for creators who want to publish regularly without getting stuck in editing hell, it's a game changer. Here's how I would actually use these tips together in a workflow you can copy tonight. Film your long-form video. Don't worry about getting everything in one take. Upload it to the Smart tool. Use it to auto-extract several short, engaging clips. Review the clips and add a pinch of B-roll or a quick graphic card where needed to cover any rough cuts. Then drop the clips into the scheduler and set your posting cadence. You'll have content going out automatically while you focus on making the next long video. It's the difference between working in bursts of creativity and living in a constant one-person production studio. One more pro tip: write your script in small chunks with built-in breathing points. That way you can intentionally leave places to crop, add B-roll, or insert a transition card. It makes editing less fragile and helps you keep the energy consistent. And don't forget to treat your audience like friends. Say what you mean, keep it conversational, and don't over-polish every sentence. Authenticity matters more than perfection on platforms where people are scrolling fast. So there you go. Crop in and out, use B-roll to cover edits, and use full-screen graphics to separate chunks of your script. Pair those habits with the Smart tool to turn long videos into consistent short content. Schedule posts automatically and manage everything from one calendar. You don't have to be perfect on camera, you just have to be smart about how you edit and distribute your content. If this helped you, show some love. Hit like, drop a comment with what part of your video workflow stresses you the most, and subscribe if you want weekly, practical tips for making better video content without losing your mind. I'll also link some resources below. Templates, a quick guide to shooting B-roll with your phone, and a walkthrough of a simple workflow you can replicate. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.